The world appears to be in chaos in reaction to attempts to control every aspect of life. Advancements in technology, most notably artificial intelligence, are accelerating, posing two big questions for us all. 1. How many of us get to keep a job, in one form or another? And 2. Does AI take off, creating a world not of our making? In the midst of this change, questions of identity invariably arise. Who I am now. Can I cope with the outgoing, incoming changes? Will I survive? Or will I position myself to strive and thrive? Will I become an orphan? Or will I become a co-creator with all that is? And what about those who remain close to me?
A fluid yet stable identity is sensitive to constant change, to making effective and efficient adjustments in the face of unrelenting change. But can such an identity stay the course for the sake of variability, and still feel safe and secure enough to function and perform well in the face of such variability? As progress in technology accelerates, as attempts are made to control and condition every aspect of our lives, and as old ways of doing things fall by the wayside, or buckle under the pressure to keep up with the ensuing changes, this question is worth asking ourselves as our collective capacity for transformative change is stretched to the limits.
In coping and dealing with the resulting tensions as one individual, one might do well to ask, 1. Do I cling too tightly to my identity? Am I too strongly identified with being this, that, or the other thing? 2. Am I conscious enough of what's going on to improve and increase my capacity to adapt to constant, unrelenting change? 3. Am I mindful of those habits and beliefs that hold me back from moving onwards and upwards, from going and growing with the knowing and flowing? And 4. Am I presently cultivating and calibrating a fluid basis for an identity that remains comfortably aware of the impermanence of all things? If not, now might be the time.
As someone who identifies as INFP, I thrive on novelty and variety, but I also know that I can never change the essence of who I am. Like any other personality type, I can stretch myself to be more than I am, to be other than I am, but I also know that I cannot for long be someone I am not, and not face the consequences. Here, it helps that I keep telling the difference between role and real, to keep wearing the vest of my expectations lightly, and to keep finding rest in the moment, if only for the moment. In trying to keep up with the change, perhaps I would do well to ask myself, which of my habits and beliefs are moving me forward and which of my habits and beliefs are holding me back in space and time? And in moments of pause, perhaps I would do well to remind myself that my faith is my fortune, however it is that I safely and soundly define faith and fortune, which are themselves subject to change in the face of change. Here, setting and resetting the intention to have and to hold a fluid basis for identity that remains comfortably aware of impermanence comes highly recommended. I note my desire for a fluid identity in the midst of transformative change. I allow this change to change me from the inside out, and I stay the course come what may, feeling that this is for the best.
With these comments and questions for perspective, we can now turn our attention to grasping 3 golden keys for guidance in this world at this time, courtesy of the law of 1. Know thyself, accept thyself, become the creator. Could this be the invitation we need to move beyond who we think we are, beyond who we think we can become, to embrace the change we need and make it positively transformative for almost everyone?